What is up, YouTube? It's Finazzle Beats, and I just want to thank you guys for the amount of support I've been gaining recently on my videos and stuff. But today I had a subscriber comment and ask me to make a beat just using stock plugins, and I thought that was a great idea, so that's what I'm going to do today. So to start this beat off, I'd recommend starting with your melody. I have this melody right here. It came out of Citrus, and it's just a piano, Realistic 3. And I'd recommend starting off with the chords first and worry about adding the spice later, like the little dun-dun right through here. Just worry about the chords. And follow along with the light notes, because who knows scales anymore? Or music theory anymore, when you got FL20, so you don't gotta know that anymore. It kind of does it for you. Just follow along these light notes. So definitely upgrade to FL20. But this sounds like this. So all I did is I just copied that and I pasted over to this, thick sound right here. This sound came out of Harmor, and it's Neo Retro 4, and it sounds like this. It's just a real thick sound. Alright, so you guys got an idea of that. Next, I have this arpeggiator out of Citrus called Voyager, and it sounds like this. All it does is just follows along with the chord progression. Just copy it and paste it. And finally, I have this coming out of Sakura. It's Asian Keys, and this is definitely my favorite sound so far on this beat. It sounds like this. I absolutely love that sound. It's awesome because you can get some really cool sounds without buying like these expensive VSTs. Like, you really don't need them to make cool sounding beats, and altogether that will sound like this. So I think that sounds pretty cool. Next, moving on to the drums. So for the drums, I have this kick pattern right here. And that just repeats, just copy and paste it. Next, moving on to this clap that I have. A clap, it's just gonna hit where a clap would normally have. I just layered the sound with this one underneath. It sounds like this layered, like that. And then I'll show you what that is. Yeah, it looks like that. That's what the other one looks like too, the boom and clap. Next, I have this snare hitting for more bounce. And just copy it and paste that for this side over here. Copy this, paste it over here. Then I have these hi-hats, well, open hats actually, that hit like this. Just copied and pasted that and moved it over. Next, I'm going to have these hi-hats that sound like this. Now, when I did this, I focused on the top part first, like in C5. I did that first. And then I came down here an octave lower and added these. And what I did is I hit Control, I selected them all, and with the Vossies, I just lowered them. So you really don't focus on those as much as you will these up here. So. And finally, I have this 808. It sounds like this. I just thought that sounded pretty cool. I just followed along with the melody and stayed in scale. So altogether, the drums will sound like this. Next, moving on to the mixing. So for the mixing, I really didn't do too much crazy stuff. I turned off Fruity Limiter. I would definitely recommend that if you're new to making beats. Just come down here to want to say it's tools maybe, or options. I'll put a picture on the screen of where you need to go to turn that off. Oh, I got it. You go to new from template, and you want to click basic. It'll put you basic with limiter, but you don't want that. You want basic. A limiter will just compress your sound, and your mixes won't sound as loud, and you really don't want that on. But I always put Fruity Clipper on my master. That's literally all I put on my master, and it really just helps a lot with the drums and getting the mix just to pop through more. So for the first melody, I really didn't do anything with it. I just lowered it a little bit more. This one, just lowered it a little bit more to blend better with this, and it doesn't overpower it. The arpeggiator, I kind of left it where it was, and I put a grow speed on it. So without the grow speed, it sounds like this. But I put a grow speed at half speed, so I went presets, momentary, put it on half speed, and I put 1/2 gate on it. So it sounds like that. I think it has a really cool sound. The Securita, all I did is added reverb, so without reverb it sounds like this. And with reverb, it sounds like this. Not much of a huge difference, but there's still a little bit of a difference. So that's how I mix the melodies. Moving on to the drums, I put on the drum just a soft clipper. I mean, on the kick, I just put a soft clipper. All that does is just makes it punch harder, so yeah. And I want that to be punching through the 808. I didn't put anything on my 808 at all. I lowered the kick just a little bit, because if I raise it up, that's just a little bit too much in my opinion, so I put it down. Mixing is all you. Like, do it to where it sounds good to you. If it doesn't sound good to you, don't do it. Just do whatever sounds good to you. That's the best advice I can give you for mixing. Clap, I left this clap where it was, and I left this clap down here, because to me, if I raise this clap up, that's just too loud for me, but I just lowered it down. It's about right. Left this where it was, turned the open hats down, and these hi-hats kind of down too. So that's what the drums sound like mixed together. Next, moving on to the structuring. So for structuring, I'm just going to speed this up, and I'm going to give you a basic little idea of how to do this. So what I like to do is I start out with about 2 melodies layered, just to intro, get it going, you know. Then I'll copy and paste these over, and I'll add a little bit more sauce to it. So I'm going to add the Secura right here. These will come in the main melody. I'm going to add the kick, clap, another clap, snare, open hat, hi-hat, and then the 808. And that's pretty much like the hook right there. And I'll do that, and then it'll break down back into this with this, and then I'll keep some hi-hats in there for the verse right here, and I'll add a clap, and then open hats and these snares still, so it doesn't lose all of its energy, but it will lose some just for the verse. And I'll just repeat this hook like this. I'll copy all of this, move it over, and the structuring is pretty much completed. Oh, forgot one last thing. This is definitely the most important thing. You always gotta have it. You always gotta have it. Where is it? Right here. Oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. That's my tag right there. So you got my tag. So that's pretty much just gonna complete this beat. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what I should do next, and I'm gonna play this beat at the outro. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it.
Finesse beats got the heat. heat.